Croeso players, and welcome to Fight Night here with the Cymru Cactuars, hosted by our good friends at Firestorm Games. It is the new set. We have our first Fight Night of Hidden Hope. But before we go on that, of course I've got to introduce my co-host, the voice of Final Fantasy here, the fish to my chips.
The fish to that smelly burger he's
got
right
I've
by
got
this.
a little fish burger on the side to commemorate joining forces with the fish once again. Thanks for everyone that's tuning in so far. We're going to go straight over to the tables, I think.
I suppose we could do that.
There's a bit of confusion, so we'll do a bit of a spiel actually first. So, Fish, new set, what are you hoping or what are you excited to see from our players today?
Well, I can guarantee, as we've already had in chat, there's going to be a bit of FF8, which is definitely on our first game. We're going to see some soiree. I'm hoping we see some cool night lists. That's going to be what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, that new Gorilla Legend, definitely, hopefully putting in some work and putting that deck back on the map. Yeah, you're right, the great British video gamer in chat. We are expecting to see a decent amount of FF8 decks around. Of course, them getting 3 new legends this set. I know I was trying to trade for some before the games, couldn't trade for any for life nor money because they've already been pillaged. So yeah.
Well, Jack Caravan will go after them like a dog in heat because
absolutely, he is about as fanboy FF8 as you can get, and I know there's plenty of other fanboys out there for it.
So guys, also Jack's wallet is hurting quite a lot right now. His trades folder is being pillaged, so if you could send him some love, we would appreciate it.
And how do you send love?
You can share, like, and subscribe our videos on YouTube.
And you can also use our affiliate link linked here with Firestorm Games for all of your tabletop needs. Use the link, we'll put it in the description, check it out and get everything you need.
In the meantime though, now we'll go over to gameplay table.
Let's go.
Right, so round 1, on the left, Paul McAvoy, exchanging the Rams with, on the right, Jack Caravan.
It would not be a new set without the inaugural exchange of Rams.
Yeah, gotta love it. It's a great tradition here at Firestorm Games. So we have got Soiree on the left, piloted by Paul McAvoy. Good old 4-colour hitting this field yet again.
Yeah.
And Ice Lightning Cat 8.
So the question will be is how are these opening turns going to go? Now we got a pretty good idea how Soiree's opening turns going to go. It's going to look a little like this: Amber into Shinjin. Or if he's already got the Shinjin, maybe we'll see Alexa, or even and there it is. There's the Shinju, or Shinju.
Shinju, yeah, you're there.
Not there eventually. So the pretty staple stuff here from Soiree. So Paul passing this list, hopefully utilising a couple of the new cards. The new Reagan is slotted in there. And the big new one we're excited to see is this new 3CP Lena.
Yeah, and there we go. So Paul going straight to 2 backwards. You expect this because if he does pull that Elvis or oh god, what's the wind one now? Elba, right?
Lexa.
No, Lexa. I knew it was something like that. And guys, I'm sorry, we haven't been around for a while. I'm way out of practice.
So the other question is, what backup line do you go with Cat 8? Because the backup line for Soiree is pretty self-explanatory. Jack has played like an absolute FF8 god, and he's drawn the Sid Kramer off the bat.
Yeah, so
now he's playing the Assail and he's searching
squall
for the Squall.
Yeah, now that Squall is absolutely massive to the game plan. But to be honest, Caravan can go pretty wide on just 2 backups just because of that Squall alone. So we shall see if he even plays anymore.
Yeah, and great British video gamer in chat saying loving the Cat 8 with the new Don, using the old Don Corneo S. Yeah, so for those of you who aren't familiar, that's ice forward from a few sets ago now. I believe it's Opus 11 starter card that allows you to self-mill for a number of different effects, buying into the strategy that the current Cat 8 stuff wants to load up your break zone. You played against Jack earlier. Is he playing the Don Corneo strat?
He is not, but I do also think it might be a little bit of a trap, especially when you got things like Anima running around these days. You could really easily lose the mill game if you're not winning in 2 or 3 turns.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you, Fish, but I'm definitely excited to see if people out there can pull it off.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Paul, very clean turn, getting the Madame Adele into Lexa, so he's 3 backups online.
Yeah. Now, we're seeing that score. We've mentioned this before. It is going to definitely play something for free at the combat step. And he's gone with the Irvin as well.
Look at those full art. Squall coming in.
Well,
beautiful new full art. And the Irvine as well for the extra flex. So this is going to rip out that Warrior of Light and Lena, I believe, for break zone.
And then he's going to hit the Kusith
take the Kusith for the extra.
Oh!
Oh, you hate to see it. I was even about to say, can you imagine if Paul hits a Kusith on damage? And just before I can get in there it is.
The irony being that we usually call the never punished sort of line, but this time you've been punished.
Yeah.
You've been spanked like a naughty boy.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm all for it.
So we're going to get the Elvis down, kill the squall, absolutely. Irvin is hard to deal with, but hey, if you've got nothing to remove, or you could just play the...
really nice.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to get the Cisne off that one.
So real good swing back and forth from Jack and Paul there. Paul playing soirees as this isn't a new deck. This is just old stuff.
This is great. This is soiree coming back with a vengeance.
Absolutely.
There's only like 3 new cards in the deck as well, but it's really good, very consistent.
But it still just goes to show how strong it is. So Paul going ham here.
Yeah.
So the Merrill coming at a break, and Ultimecia goes to damage. We're not quite at that 15 cards removed from in break zone yet for Jack, so he can't be going off stealing any sort of forwards from Paul just yet.
I'm really not sure though, if I'm Paul, that it's a good idea to get rid of that Mist Dragon. I think the way the Cat 8 recurs, especially in Jack's deck here, that could be a mistake.
So it looks like Jack has got a Rug as one of his cards in hand. He's also got the Squall and the Seifer, but he's got the Sephiroth as well. So what are we going to see come down here? So he's going to pitch, so he is going into the Rug.
Okay. So...
are we going to be playing anything else?
If he loses because of this card, I will fully admit that it was my fault.
Bang!
Never punished.
That is never punished.
It's not quite enough though, is it? Oh no, it is.
Is enough.
15k. Jeez.
So yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Never punished. Never punished.
Yeah. I mean, what can you say to that?
Yeah.
This is why soirees was always so dangerous back in the day.
Okay, so we see an Ack. I'm gonna flip top 5.
There's an absolutely fantastic top deck from Paul there, because you get the Arc and you can go digging. He's grabbing the Gilgamesh. I think you grab the Bash here, don't you? Or is you going to get the Shantoto? Okay.
Yeah.
Threaten the board wipe.
Yeah, you might as well. You might as well secure it. I do feel bad because Jack has kicked my butt all afternoon with this Cat 8 deck. And then he was like, don't put me on stream because I know it's going to do crap then. And
so what did we do? We put him on stream.
Yeah, you can't tell me not to do something. I'm going to do the opposite.
Yeah, you think he would have learned by now.
They're saying in the chat, if he'd had the Don, he would have had 15 cards. Granted, he would have, but I think it's a trap. Like you could, in theory, hit that 15. In those 15 cards, you hit the Raijin and the Fujin, but I just don't think it's necessary.
So we've got a Sephiroth here. We've got a Squall and Seifer. We're not quite. We need 10, and also we've currently got no way of giving the Seifer haste.
He does have the selfie, but that might. I don't know if he can do all of it.
I don't know if he can afford. I agree. He can't afford. He's just mapping it out now. He can't afford to do it all.
Yeah, because he's going to have to discard in order to get them out, and then the Seifer isn't going to be in combat anyway. So
yeah. The question is whether he can afford to just do this Seifer selfie, which he can afford to do that.
I think he can end up just having to trade in that situation.
Okay, so he's played the selfie.
Selfie effect. Helping out here.
So you're going to go search for a Cat 8.
So I think we're going to expect here, Selfie gets the search, we play the Squall, Seifer off the Squall. I'm guessing that's what Jack's trying here.
Yeah, so getting the Renoa, so hoping to get this Renoa down to be as cheap as possible, and this Renoa will be able to grab us something back from Break Zone.
Oh, yeah. Apparently people blaming me already. I've already admitted it, guys. I take full responsibility if Jack Caravan loses here. And yes, Caravan is not actually his surname.
Isn't it?
No. Well, I mean, kind of, maybe.
You can blame me. No, it's not. You can blame me.
That's Jack's fault. Like, I know it's not, but funny nonetheless.
But Jack doesn't know that it is.
Yeah, he keeps telling us it's Caravan.
Jack doesn't know that his surname is Caravan.
Do you know what's disappointing though tonight? I'll throw this out there. Sorry guys, we will not be able to bring you a Sammy Nash game. First night of Opus 22, and he doesn't show up.
I feel like we should give a moment's silence.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he does always do better when he's not on stream, apparently.
So here is the Seifer. So
Has he got
we
the 10?
have 10 cards easily. So we're going to mill 2. Oh!
Oh my god! He's just hit the
Get good.
hit the nuts!
Get good, player.
Oh, he's just hit the nuts!
I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. What
This is what Cat 8 does, guys. This is what Cat 8 does. So we have got both Raiden and Fujin off of the mill. They will have haste. Seifer has haste without the selfie, so the selfie can now possibly give that to Squall.
Yeah. So we're coming in for 4 points of damage here. The Seifer can get rid of this arc.
Yeah, we just...
Don't target a soiree
No.
because
You
it
just
is
take
just
out the arc.
It's a break, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a break.
So
Yeah.
just take out the arc because you can't target the soirees while Madame Adele sits. Okay, so he's just going to go for the soiree kill. Right, let's rip some more EX bursts. Problem is, Jack is. We know Paul's got the Shantoto.
Yeah, absolutely.
So as filth as that was, Jack has to just swing with everything now because.
That's why I think you should have taken out the arc and not given up a block here because
Because no matter what, you're getting Shantoto next turn.
Exactly.
And then it means you're guaranteeing putting Paul to 6. You just need any sort of haste, and you've won the game essentially. Okay, so Paul running out of luck on the EX burst.
Yeah, he's good. Jack hitting some really nice
The
things
score
here.
coming in. Okay, Vesvia is going to come in. We are going to get a draw.
Still puts him on 5 though.
Yeah, so I agree. Should have just got. Maybe Jack probably forgot that Paul has the Shantoto.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, the Shantoto comes down next turn. And if it does, it removes the Madame Adele from the game, which is. You kind of want that.
Yeah, exactly. No, don't do it, Jack. Don't do it. Oh, maybe he's just trying to think, I know I'm getting Shantottoed, let's get the Squall back just in case.
But it's premature because you want to do that next turn.
Yeah, I agree, actually. I think this is Jack's walk straight into the trap.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be bad. Yeah, we can see it being mapped
The
out.
Shantoto is definitely coming down. So the question is if Paul wants what he wants to do beforehand.
Has he got like a Zidane in hand, and maybe he's trying to map it out so that he has, he can discard 3 to pay for the Shantaro and then hit the Zidane
I
as
don't know
well.
if it's worth it. Maybe it is if he can. If he has got the Zidane, that would definitely be worth it. To be fair, I think that is game set and match if he does pull it off. Also, what's this bad boy doing on our screen?
Oh, well, it's because the Raiden was just blew me away.
Yeah.
It knows as the nuts.
Just noticed we've got a rogue Raiden on there. That Raiden's not being played.
Yeah, I saw the wrong one. I saw a Raiden and just went with it. Well, I'll just wait until Paul plays something now because I can. Yeah, Dale, welcome. That was utter filth, but Paul does have Shantaro in hand, and he has had it for a while, but he's not playing
Interesting.
it. Wow, okay, so he's going with Tyro here. I'm not sure I understand why.
What are we going for here?
Like,
Unless Paul's trying to line up. Okay, he's going to go for the Reagan.
okay, so gonna cost 6, and he gets to remove 4 different elements, and he gets a 4 less from hand.
There is not a multi-element from deck. So
From deck, yeah, non-multi-element, yeah.
So we're probably gonna get, I imagine, maybe a Madame Adele or something.
Yeah, but then you can't play the Merald. So
Okay, he's going for the Gilgamesh.
has he left enough elements in deck
So-
in Breakfoot?
Well, we're gonna get a Dull from the Reagan. Because when Gilgamesh enters the field, when forward enters, Reagan gets to Dull something.
So he can attack twice as well. Does have haste.
I wonder if Paul was maybe going. Yeah, I think he's realised the mistake.
Yeah. I
Should have just Shantoto'd. I think he tried to be too clever. Was trying to show off some new cards.
yeah.
He did have the Shantoto. He also had Shantoto in Limit Break, so he had a few different things that he could have done. But yeah, I think Paul, trying too hard to try and do the new stuff, but getting carried away. That's the equivalent. What's White Line Fever? Like front of cam fever. You know, I feel like in any other game he was a Shantoto there, but new set, first game of the new set, wants to show off the new cards.
I think Paul was probably shell shocked after we saw the Raijin Fujin combo.
Weren't we all?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely blew me away. And Jack just sat there probably giggling to himself maniacally.
Well, we can find out exactly what Jack thought in a moment with the interview. So we're going to go to be right back and catch you in a few.
Catch you in a few, guys.
And just like that, we are back with our winner of the first game of Hidden Hope, Jack. Wow. What a game. Felt very to and fro. I mean, we're going to go straight to the chase. That mill, what was going through your head when you flipped those two cards?
Well, this turn has changed a lot with what I'm doing.
I'm surprised it wasn't just...
Well, I knew I hadn't won off that turn because I always knew he had the Shantoto. So I was like, well, next turn I'm just even more likely to get wiped.
So how cool did you play it when you flipped it? You were like, oh, who put those there? Oh.
just normal, I do it every day.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you who wasn't cool, us. We lost our nuts over here in the commentary booth. But yeah, so obviously, talk us through, because you knew the Shantoto was coming, because when you pulled the trigger on the Renoa and you got back to school, we were thinking whether that was a bit too premature, whether you needed to pull the Renoa at that stage, or whether you could have saved the Renoa for post-Shantoto.
I didn't want to pay 3 for a next turn because it meant I wouldn't be able to play anything else, probably. Yeah. So I was like, if I grab back the score and top deck, say, a Renoa and something else, or a Seifer or something, I can always immediately play the score and the next thing.
Sure.
So I build a board back up quicker.
And at the end of the day, actually, it turned out to be the pivotal thing, because we were just chatting to Paul then, so I think Paul got carried away. I think he forgot that the Renoa was on the fields as well, because I thought Paul thought he had lethal with the Reagan, the Dahl, and the Gilgamesh being able to attack twice, plus the Merald. So I think Paul thought he had lethal, but he just missed the fact that Renoa was there. So at the end of the day, it was the right call.
Yes, yeah, definitely, because I've got no EXs that will kill anything, so he would definitely have lethal if that goes through.
Yeah, chat is desperate to know. Don Corneo. So they've been calling for Don Corneo in the chat. What are your thoughts about that card in Cat 8?
I don't think it goes in. I think it's too susceptible to just being Brynhilded or something.
Sure.
Especially considering I think Fire's still going to be a lot around, and it needs to live a turn to tap. And I don't think this is a mill deck. I think if you want it to be a mill deck, it's Mono Lightning.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
I'm happy playing around just the ice side, and you can still hit 10 and you break zone quite quickly.
Yeah, well, you saw it there. That Seifer got online pretty quickly.
So yeah, I think the Ultimish is the only one you kind of want to mill card in for, but you can hold that until you get to the mid game.
Sure. And what was going through your head when you also played the Irvin and then ripped out his break zone and then hit the Kusith? Did you feel vindicated for all those EX bursts over the years?
It was definitely nice to see. It was definitely one of those yes, I didn't get punished by it for once.
Only to be knocked down a peg when Elbus hits and just completely nukes your rug.
So yes, rug, he's gone.
The EX burst giveth, the EX burst taketh away.
Yeah.
So obviously I convinced you to put the rug in as well. Was I vindicated myself?
No, I don't think so at the moment.
Not yet. We need more time.
I need to see more time. I mean, I wouldn't have, if I had the Adia in the hand instead of the Eden in hand instead of the rug, which is what I switched, I definitely would have mulliganed that first hand.
Sure.
Because there'd be no reason for it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, it was definitely, I think, the Raijin and Fujin flip that definitely solidified the game.
Well, made it a game for us to remember, absolutely.
Yeah. That's going to be one for the highlight reel, for sure. Cool, so happy with the Cat 8 stuff so far that's come out?
It's what I've been dreaming of since I started this game just over a year ago. I came in and went, I want a Cat 8 deck, and I went, sorry.
Keep dreaming.
And now I feel a bit, they're there, or they're very, very close.
I do find it quite suspicious that he was playing with Kageyama at Winter Cup, and now all of a sudden there's some really
good point.
I don't think he could get them printed that
I
quickly.
don't know. When you know a guy like
Kageyama can. So Kageyama, if you're watching, Jack appreciates your hard work both on the team with him for Pauper, but also making those cards for him.
Very, very much.
So yeah, you heard it first here, kids. Dreams do come true. Right, I think we'll probably leave it at that. Let you get some rest before you still got 10 minutes left of the round.
10 minutes on the round, yeah.
So we're going to go over to be right back, and we'll catch you guys in a few.